They say that all dogs go to heaven, but did you know that this belief has been with humanity since the Ice Age? It's a story so ancient and primal that one wonders if it didn't precede the domestication of the wolf even. Maybe there is something spiritual about wolves that carries over to their hound descendants and led to the creation of many variations in what I would like to think of as the spirit dog story. Now, humanity has always had a special connection with many animals from nature. It follows that we would develop these deep connections with our pets too. As time passed, this evolved into many stories that we know today. Each time it was changed by the peoples and cultures that retold it. I love it when this happens. These stories change and evolve through time as they are passed on from one generation to the next. I find it fascinating and that it resulted in so many new versions. There are a lot of similarities amongst the stories which are also interesting. Common themes seem to involve a river that the dead must cross in order to reach the afterlife, and that a dog of some sort acts as a guard to the entry. The Aztecs, for example, tell us that there was a test that you had to pass in order to cross. It was simple. You only had to be nice to dogs throughout your life on Earth, or at the very least neutral to them. For unworthy souls were those who had harmed dogs. Across the oceans and thousands of years before, the Egyptians also had a similar story. Their god of death, Anubis, was part jackal, very dog-like. He held scales which would be used to judge new souls. On the scale, a feather, and the other, the heart of the soul being judged. The scale would balance if the deeds and the life of the soul was good and just, allowing passage to the afterlife. Oh, and my personal favorite, the story of Hades in the underworld and his loyal dog Cerberus. Again, the Greeks told stories about rivers which needed to be crossed and the great beast that guarded the gates to the underworld. Cerberus was the loyal hound of Hades with 3 heads and a venomous bite. He would allow souls to enter the realm of the dead, but never to leave it. There were many stories about the Greek gods and the heroes that ventured into the underworld. Nearly all of them had to deal with a great hound in some way. And all of these similarities are just fascinating. I love stories and learning about their origins. Being a huge fan of dogs myself, that they have had a place in humanity's collective lore since before the dawn of written history. I also pause to think about the similarities between these different stories. I mean, isn't it quite an odd coincidence that so many share the exact same details, just with different embellishments? I wonder what that says about people. What do you think? Stories grow, change, and evolve through time, which is really appealing to me, and I plan on exploring this topic a little bit more. I want to create my own story and just take the concepts from the old lore and make it into something that is mine, for fun. If that seems appealing to you, consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. I want to cover lots of topics, including myths and legends. Video game lore is also another interest, so be ready for videos like that coming soon. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. This has been the realm between the edge of twilight and the dark of night. I'm the Dust Cerberus, and this is the New Dominion, and I will see you in the next story.